this woman used on me. And these 3 steps I'm about to tell you have nothing to do with how you look, what dress size you have, how big your breasts are, how pretty you are, or anything like that. So what are the 3 steps? Well, step 1 is that you need to make a man know that you don't need him. As I've said many times, when it comes to men, neediness is the opposite of attraction. Most women either throw themselves at a guy or come across as aloof, cold, and unapproachable. Men are irresistibly pulled towards a woman who knows who she is, knows what she wants, and has no anxiety at all about whether a man loves her because she already loves herself. Step 2 is you need to plant a future seed in his mind. Unlike women, most men simply don't sit around thinking about the future or forever unless you make us the same way my fiancé did to me. When it comes to love, women want drama and excitement, but men want calm. And to truly primally attract a man so he would never settle for anyone else, you need to create an overwhelming feeling of calm contentment when you're around, the opposite of what so many women do by freaking out or using ultimatums. And step 3 is you have to make it his idea to pursue you, want you, and make you commit. As a guy, I can tell you, ultimatums always backfire and push men away. A man will only truly commit if he feels like he made his own choice to commit, and if he feels like he had to earn a woman. Now, this isn't about playing hard to get. That never worked on me. But once a guy makes a choice to truly be with a woman, he will fight for that love and that relationship more fiercely than anything else in his life. And if you follow these 3 steps, if you learn how to trigger this need to commit in his mind, suddenly the whole game of dating and love and relationships changes forever. Suddenly the guy who doesn't want to commit finds himself happily on one knee. Suddenly the boy you've been waiting for too long finally becomes the man you've wanted since you were a little girl. And suddenly you find yourself hunted, pursued, and wanted by real men. Tall, handsome, kind men who aren't just ready but are even desperate to give you the incredible love you want so much. Now, you might be wondering, Michael, that's amazing, but how do I actually do it? Exactly what do you do and what do you say to make a guy fall in love with you, become obsessed with you like my fiancé did to me? And the bad news is I can't tell you, but I can introduce you to a truly amazing woman who can. See, 6 months ago, my girlfriend, my fiancé, told me a secret that's going to change your life forever. We were lying in bed, laughing about when we fell in love years ago. I told her how I had felt more attracted to her than any other woman I'd ever met. And she admitted with a laugh and a smile that she'd used a simple set of techniques on me to sneak into the back of my mind and make me fall for her. Now, I wasn't mad. I was ecstatic. And I decided right there I had to meet the woman who taught her everything she knows. Now, when I first met Claire Casey, I didn't know what to think. She's not a model. She doesn't look or talk like anybody you've seen on TV. She doesn't look like the kind of woman with power over men. Claire is a 46-year-old soccer mom with 3 teenaged boys. She kickboxes in her free time and geeks out on Star Trek. But to a small group of women, like my girlfriend, she's been the secret weapon in the game of love. As I talked to Claire, she revealed a few simple secrets that blew my mind and an understanding of men I simply couldn't believe. During our conversation, she taught me about the 6 subtle forces that drive men from the inside and how women can subtly tweak these forces to drive men to incredible emotional ecstasy. How men secretly yearn for commitment and marriage, and how to turn that yearning into a truly primal need where he'll do anything to make you his. Why beauty is actually only the 3rd most important thing to men, and how women can be radiantly attractive to men without makeup or killing yourself at the gym, and much, much more. Now, when our conversation was over, I wasn't happy. I was depressed. I thought of the thousands of women out there who desperately needed to know what only Claire could teach them, the thousands of women who kept falling into bad relationships and needed a hand from her to dig their way out and finally discover what real love from a man felt like. The thousands of women who deserved a relationship like what I had with my girlfriend. The thousands of men who were just waiting for the right girl to figure this stuff out and give him the happiness he wants so much, but could never admit to. So I did something I'm not proud of, but that I don't regret at all. I begged. I went to Claire and I begged her to let me share with the world what she knew about men and love and dating and getting a guy to truly commit. And at first, she refused. She didn't want to be famous. She didn't want to go on TV or anything like that. It was only after I promised that she could keep her privacy that she agreed. Over the next few months, I worked with Claire to pull every secret, every technique, every trick and idea out of her. Secrets like the 7 unconscious obstacles women put up that hide you from the man of your dreams, and how to finally attract him like a beacon of light in the night. The perfect man list, and what most women leave off the list that dooms them to misery, breakup, loneliness, or divorce. How a woman can instantly stop negative self-talk, and how to regain your composure and even your love for yourself in just seconds, and so much more I'm very excited to share with you. Because now, finally, I'm ecstatic to present Claire Casey's Capture His Heart and Make Him Love You Forever. Capture His Heart and Make Him Love You Forever is a step-by-step, almost done-for-you online program that teaches you how to crawl into a man's body, mind, and soul and make him not just fall in love with you, but to actually commit to you on a deep, primal level he can barely understand himself. Marcella says, I am so excited and happy. Thanks to you and your amazing tips, I turned around a bad situation with my man, and we got back together last night. Men are so simple when I do what you say. I love it. Marcy says, this was exactly what I needed in my situation. Your advice is right on target and works so well. I am recommending Capture His Heart to all my girlfriends. I am so grateful I found you. Pamela says, your advice is simply amazing. I need to write a story about my experience outplaying the players. And Sarah says, I feel like I have superpowers. Suddenly men make sense. I can't believe how differently men are treating me now, or how easy this dating thing seems. Thank you. Now, as you can see from those testimonials, this material is powerful and life-changing. It's the magic key to finally getting off the relationship roller coaster and finally getting the man you deserve. Or to finally waking up the man you have now to the powerful, intelligent, beautiful woman he has standing right in front of him. Here's just a tiny taste of what you'll learn and how your life will change if you're one of the lucky few to enroll in the program today. First, you're going to discover the Hunter Principle, why strong, wonderful men actually need to feel like they're chasing you and have earned you before they'll even consider committing, and how to use subtle psychological triggers in a man's mind to instantly transform yourself into the one irresistible woman he'd crawl over broken glass to have in his arms. Always wondered how to get a guy to talk to you? Using Claire's almost magical gateway technique, you'll open the door for amazing men to approach you, flirt with you, and beg to take you out. You'll never have to worry about approaching a guy on your own or hoping he'll get the hint again, as you develop this almost magical power to draw any man you want to you like a dog chasing after a frisbee. You're going to learn how to seduce any man with your eyes so he feels hot under the collar and inspired to come after you without you having to say a single word. You'll discover the lighthouse method of standing out and making yourself the single most irresistible woman in any room. You'll be shocked at how you can demand a man's focus and have him magically drawn to you, even if you're 10 years older and 20 pounds heavier than the little girls these guys used to fall for. You'll discover the actual truth about men's minds, what men are really thinking when they meet you, and how to stun a guy by showing that you understand his secret needs, desires, and fears better than any woman he's met in his life. Now, are you sick of being hit on by guys who just aren't good enough? Claire's going to teach you her bigger fish technique that instantly repulses cheaters and players, so you never have to waste time with them again. You'll learn why guys lose interest after you've had sex with them, and how to keep a guy 110% focused on you as his absolute dream woman. Now, learn this, and you'll never make the mistake of sleeping with a guy to make him like you again, and will be amazed at how much more passionate, connected, and present a guy is with you when you do decide to go to the next level. You'll learn what commitment really means to a man. It's different than what it means to you, no matter what he tells you. How to instantly defeat his fear of commitment and have a guy actually fantasizing about spending the rest of his life with you. how to know if a guy is marriage material, the 10 simple questions to ask yourself to know if a guy is worthy of the amazing new you or if you're just settling, and much, much more that I have time to list out here. So many tools, so many ideas, so many lessons. Now here's my promise to you. Just go through, capture his heart, and make him love you forever. Listen to what Claire has to teach you. Learn to understand how men actually work. And you'll be amazed at how your entire relationship with men transforms overnight. In fact, if you're like a lot of women, you're going to feel like you suddenly have a superpower. The power to attract